When Olivia Caldwell rolled up to her grandfather's 5-acre corner lot in Evergreen Estates, she figured the biggest drama would be a nasty gram about her fence height. She had no idea the HOA president had already turned her inheritance into his personal ATM. One quiet Tuesday in the Colorado foothills, the whole neighborhood was about to learn what happens when a controlling Karen forgets that the same bylaws he worships can snap back like a steel trap. Olivia had inherited the property 3 months after Grandpa Theo's heart attack. The old man had built the house himself in 1987, long before the subdivision swallowed the land and slapped covenants on everything from mailbox color to Christmas light wattage. He never joined the HOA, called them petty tyrants in khakis. Olivia, a forensic accountant from Denver, came out every weekend to sort his papers. That's when she spotted the glossy Vertex Energy brochure touting community energy partnerships. Then the county clerk's office delivered the gut punch. A lease signed 2 months before Theo died, letting Vertex drill a natural gas well right on her back 40. The signature at the bottom? Not Theo's. It belonged to Harlan Voss, Evergreen Estates HOA president, claiming authority over the expanded service area. She marched straight to the little clubhouse office that smelled like fresh coffee and fake smiles. Harlan greeted her like a long-lost niece, silver hair gleaming, polo shirt tucked just so, voice smooth as courthouse marble. "Olivia, sweetheart, we're all family here. Theo was a fixture. How can the board assist?" "Explain why you signed a drilling lease on land that never belonged to you," she said, voice level. Harlan leaned back, folding manicured hands. "Section 7.3 of the covenants, dear. The board may act for the collective good when owners fail to respond to proper notice. We sent certified letters. The 2019 boundary amendment brought your lot into the service zone. This project funds new sidewalks. That lovely fountain by the entrance. Think of the children." His smile never reached his eyes. When she asked to see the notices, he stood up. "Submit a formal records request through Counsel Derek. We're happy to help provided you don't make this ugly for everyone." As she reached the door, he added softly, "One person's misunderstanding shouldn't punish 200 families counting on those royalty checks. Sleep on it." That night her phone buzzed, unknown number. "Some things stay buried, like your grandpa." She screenshot it, heart hammering, then smiled the cold smile of someone who audits billion-dollar frauds for a living. They thought she was just another grieving granddaughter. 4 days later the certified letter arrived. $32,000 special assessment for energy infrastructure. Pay in 30 days or lien the house. They wanted her to bankroll her own robbery. Grocery runs turned into a gauntlet. Neighbors who'd brought casseroles to the funeral now studied their phones when she passed. At the checkout the cashier whispered, "A lot of folks depend on those monthly payments, Liv. Maybe don't rock the boat." Even the hardware store owner, who'd known Theo 40 years, suddenly closed early when she walked in. But Olivia stayed silent. Weekends she haunted the county recorder's office, cash for copies, no small talk. Original 2005 HOA filings showed her lot clearly outside boundaries. The 2019 amendment had Harlan's signature, signed while he sat on the county planning commission. Classic self-dealing. Neighbor Rosa Mendoza, Theo's closest friend, slid her a worn notebook over iced tea on the porch. "Your grandpa yelled at Harlan 3 years ago. Told him no one would ever touch a drop of gas under this land. I wrote the date down. Always do." Olivia photographed every page. She pulled bank records through a Houston attorney. Vertex had pumped $1.8 million in royalties into the HOA account. Half vanished into management fees, wired to Harlan's personal account in Denver and Derek's in Boulder. No invoices. Just clean, federal wire fraud neat. The harassment ramped up. Her mailbox got accidentally painted regulation beige, while a fine for unsightly weeds appeared on her door. Someone keyed her truck with the words, "Go back to Denver." Then she found Theo's old orange tabby cat shot and left on the porch like a calling card. She buried the cat under the big cottonwood Theo loved, wiped her eyes once, and kept digging. Because every barrel they pumped was another count against them. Every fake fine they mailed was another exhibit. 6 weeks later the annual HOA meeting filled the community center to capacity. 200 residents, folding chairs squeaking, coffee smelling like regret. Harlan strode to the podium in a fresh polo, beaming. "Great news, folks, royalty checks are up. Thanks to smart leadership, we're all winning." Softball questions first. Then Olivia stood. The room went dead quiet. She walked down the aisle carrying her laptop, connected to the projector without asking permission. First slide, side-by-side maps. Original boundaries in green. The lease boundaries in red, her 5 acres swallowed whole. Mr. Voss, explain how my grandfather's land suddenly joined the HOA when the 2005 filings prove it never did. Harlan's smile twitched. Properly approved amendment. Second slide, the 2019 document with his own signature approving the expansion while on the Planning Commission. Any conflict of interest there, Harlan? Or just convenient? Derek jumped up. This is not the forum. Third slide, bank transfers. $940,000 to personal accounts. Labeled fees. No receipts. Harlan's face went purple. This is slander. Defamation. You have no right. Olivia's voice stayed ice calm. I'm not accusing. I'm reading your own records. Section 12.4 of the covenants you love so much requires a 75% member vote for any contract over $50,000. You never held that vote. You forged my grandfather's authorization letter too. The FBI has it now. Gasps rippled. Cameras from the local paper flashed. Harlan gripped the podium, knuckles white. You're destroying everything we built for the community. Funny, Olivia said, clicking the final slide. Rose's notebook entry, Harlan's voice quoted. We'll find another way, Theo. One way or another that gas is coming out. The community you claim to love just watched you admit you planned to steal from a dead man. Harlan's mouth opened, closed. For once the bylaw's master had nothing left to quote. 6 weeks later, FBI agents arrested Harlan at his McMansion and Derek at his office. Wire fraud, forgery, conspiracy. Their faces made the Denver Post front page. Vertex shut down the rig the same day and settled fast, paying Olivia full back royalties plus damages. She refused to chase the neighbors who'd cashed innocent checks. Instead, she set up a trust fund for the same playground and sidewalks, run by an independent board, no khakis allowed. At the sentencing, Harlan looked smaller, pearl-clutching days over. Olivia watched from the back row, then drove home one last time. She stopped at Rose's porch, shared iced tea, watched the sun set over the now silent rig. Before leaving, she placed a single wildflower on Theo's grave. Some victories don't come with cheers. They come with the quiet knowledge that you never became the bully you fought. True or false? The HOA president was just protecting community values by bending every rule for profit, or was the granddaughter who stayed patient and used their own covenants against them the one who truly abused power? Drop your answer below and tell me, who really got the karma they deserved?